Yara, Zendaya, Amanda were in spaces and they were identifying as biracial women, completely would not be an issue. Would not be an issue. And the reason it wouldn't be an issue is because that's their space. These are women that exist, but they exist as biracial women, not as Black women. You're doing non-biracial, non-ambiguous Black women dirty. We aren't seeing ourselves on TV anymore. We're not seeing ourselves in narrative shows anymore. Young Black, teenage, non-ambiguous, non-biracial Black girls are not seeing ourselves on the screen. Or if we do, we're really just side characters. And we're fit into this where we play a character or a character type. Like even with Grownish, the main character is Yara Shahidi, who is nice and kind and compassionate and a professional. You know, I give her all her props for that, but Yara Shahidi is a biracial and I don't relate to her all that much, despite the fact that I understand she has a Black mother, so she probably strongly identifies with being a Black woman because that is just, you know, who she surrounds herself with. That's, you know, what she knows. But at the end of the day, I recognize that she's a biracial girl. I don't relate to her on all types of ways. And even Grownish is just a topic for itself that you guys can find tons of videos on Grownish and why it just lacks depth. But Chloe and Halle, we love Chloe and Halle Bailey. We love them, but they're a little bit on the lighter side. So and then it doesn't help that the character that they play is just doesn't reflect Black girls anymore. Like the character that they play is it's like no one's bothering to ask Black girls about our personalities. No one's caring to actually talk to a Black girl and figure out what Black girls like to do in their free times, because they're track stars and they have like this sassy attitude. So, and I'm just not relating to it. It's not me. We're not seeing enough non-ambiguous, non-light-skinned Black women. Zendaya, who identifies as light-skinned, Zendaya is a biracial woman as well. Her mother's white, her father's Black. Cool. Again, there's nothing against the fact that you are a biracial woman. It's just the fact that you're biracial. So I can't allow you to identify as just a Black woman, because then it's erasure of Black women. Even Amanda Stenberg, she does this whole thing. I've seen Amanda Stenberg talk in real life. Great speaker, great with communicating her thoughts and her ideas. I love her as a person, but again, she is a biracial woman. When you're a biracial woman, it's just like, as much as I love you, sis, you exist, and I appreciate the fact that you exist, but you can't you're erasing my existence when I allow you to be in spaces that were written for me. And what the problem is that directors and writers, people are not admitting that. They're not admitting that when they're not asking for Black characters. They're asking for biracial or racially ambiguous women to take in these spots. And I feel like if they would just say that would be a lot different than if they were like, this will be your Black girl. If Yara, Zendaya, Amanda were in spaces and they were identifying as biracial women, completely would not be an issue. Would not be an issue. And the reason it wouldn't be an issue is because that's their space. These are women that exist, but they exist as biracial women, not as Black women. It's unfair to me. It's unfair to all the brown-skinned, dark-skinned girls out there who have to try to fit and identify with biracial women when it's impossible. Then you start to ask yourself, oh, why am I darker than them? Why are my features very similar to them? Why is my hair type not like theirs? You start to ask yourself so many unnecessary questions, and it's just because, like, sis, you are a Black girl and these are not Black women on the screen. These are biracial women, or they're very ambiguous women. So it's like, of course you're not identifying with them. You couldn't. You can't identify with them. They don't resemble you, and because we're so different physically, it does play a role in how we are treated, and then that changes the experiences that we deal with. If you don't look quote unquote black, if you don't look like you have those Afro features, then you're probably not going to be treated as an African American would be treated, and therefore your experiences as a black person changes. Me, as someone who identifies with the black experience, can't see myself on screen. Because when I see people who are playing the black role in a film or in a film, a show, anything, a play, anything, it's just like, it's clear they don't identify with the black experience. The black American experience is what I'm talking about specifically. So yeah, please writers, make space for biracial women as well as for black women. We can be activists in real life, in our personal lives, but on the screen is for fantasy. It's for promoting the lifestyle that you want to live. We don't want to see our real life on there all the dang time. Like, stop, or not even our real life, because again, like I said, I don't even be seeing myself. When I be seeing Zoe from Grownish on the screen, I don't be seeing myself. I be like, what is this and how am I supposed to relate? Give us brown skin, dark skin black girls with 2 black parents. Okay, I gotta be specific here, because y'all will give me a brown skin girl, then her mom be white, and then y'all be like, well, here's the brown skin girl, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but like, again, if your parents aren't black, we're still gonna have different mindsets a little bit, because those are still multiple perspectives. You know, if you have a non-black parent, it's just a different perspective. It's a different experience. I'm sorry to say that, but it's a different experience. It is. It's just what it is. So just give me a non-ambiguous, non-light-skinned, non-biracial black girl on the screen. And I guess really what this boils down to is let biracial people be biracial in peace. Let them claim that they're biracial. Write them in as biracial. Thank you, because we're erasing each other, and it's not cool anymore. It's not cool. Yay.